Vegas with soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Lewis selects to return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the no-catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Here's Jackson. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Yeah, they'll get about 3 up close to the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Prescott.
Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 33 yards.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're...
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Prescott now from the 50. Open man is Noah Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Play action now, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And even 150 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
From the shotgun again to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Prescott on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Dillon up the middle.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And some room to run now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott yet again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A jet sweep, Dobbs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Rodgers now on first down. Rolling to his right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Crosby is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work if he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Packers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Rodgers looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
One last shot now for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the Steelers